What's up, Queerdos, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going for a quick and easy day to night Halloween makeup. I posted a photo of this makeup on Instagram a while ago and everyone really liked it, so I thought I would do a little tutorial on how I do this stapled on face look. If you like what you see and you want to know how I did it, then you should keep on watching. Don't think too much, just sip some poison. Okay, so I decided that for this Halloween tutorial, we're gonna do it as a bit of a day to night. So if you're at a show, if you're a performing drag queen or drag performer and you need to do a quick change in between, this is like an easy way to build Halloween makeup on top of your regular face. So I thought, I've done this many times. It's kind of like a thing I'm known for in Halloween shows, is switching up my makeup in between. So I thought we would start with a regular go-to staple drag face, and then I'm gonna show you how to take that and flip it into a Halloween makeup. So let's just quickly put on a little beat.
Many hours later.
Okay, so the first thing you wanna do is map out where you want the edges of your stapled on face to be. So I'm going to take a little bit of white foundation because we want to highlight those edges so it looks like they're coming forward, and a little brush, and we're going to just start mapping it out. So we'll start with the forehead. Let's take it start it like here-ish. Just kind of go straight across the forehead like that. And then we want to curve up the side because we want a staple here and a staple here. So we want to try and create the effect that we like stretched it onto our face. So you're going to do a little curve like that, and then a little moment to curve around here out to your jawline here like that, and then not on your jawline but just above it. And we're doing this in white so you can kind of like fix it up and change it. This is just giving us the general vibe. And then you want to go just kind of on your chin a little bit, not under it, like that moment up, and do the same thing on this side, and then just feather that edge into your foundation a little bit so you don't just have like a paintbrush line. So that's how it kind of starts. Now we're gonna go in with a red liquid lipstick or a red face paint or whatever you'd like, and on the other side of that we're gonna do a red line. And if you're wearing a wig, try and keep it inside where your wig will sit so your work doesn't end up underneath the lace. Same with your eyebrows, you know. And this one you can kind of be messy with because it's giving like the blood from the back of the face like congealing and being on your face. Or you can go crazy and paint your whole like everything but your face red so it's like you don't have skin and you stole someone's face. That's a cool look too. This is a very like versatile look. You can use it for a lot of different things. And I have in the past. That's why I wanted to make this tutorial for you all. But yeah, I'm just using a Trixie Mattel liquid lipstick, but any red cream product will work, or like I said, whatever you have that's red. And I always just do a few little like splattery jabs everywhere just to make it look gross and not super whatever, you know? Now the other thing I like to do with this look is I also like to drop down the eye. Like this whole top half would be the face I put on, but then you can see like where the eyelid is stretched out and like kind of falling off the face underneath. It just makes it look extra gross and weird. So I'm gonna take this red underneath my eye and we're just gonna go over all of this. Do like a little like semicircle under the eye like that. Kind of just follow a natural eye bag a little bit. Because my thinking would be if you skinned someone's face, there wouldn't be the muscle there to like hold up the eyelid anymore. So it might kind of like stretch itself out and droop down a bit. Plus it just looks super alarming like that. So now I'm going to jump into my tainted palette with all the reds and browns and things like that in it. We're just gonna take some red eyeshadow and stamp it over top of what we've just done. And you can mix with like the browns and reds too. You're basically just creating shadow around the stapled on face. This is also a really good like last minute Halloween thing if you're like, oh shit, I'm going to this thing, I didn't plan a costume, but I have a bunch of random makeup. Like this is pretty achievable and it's just creepy and looks great, you know? Let's set these under here. And now to really sell the illusion home, we're gonna go in with a little bit of black on like a small shader brush. And just in like the far back points a little bit, just add a little bit of extra depth and contour to it, especially on the eyes, just like the outer corners here. I like outer corner, it helps give it that really gross effect. And this is also a fun way to do like a prosthetic looking makeup without having to use any prosthetics. It's really just drawing and shading, all dots and lines that speak and say. What we do is what you just can't do. Okay, let's go into our contour now. So I'm gonna take my NYX Cosmetics Wednesday contour palette and we're gonna play in these colors with a small shader brush. And then we are going to kind of create little like pull marks. Like, you know, if you like press down on a piece of fabric, it creates those wrinkles. That's kind of what we're going for here. So it's really just kind of like doing a few little like things like that and like blending one side and not really blending the other. So using a small little brush like this will kind of do half your work for you. Just kind of creating a little shadow, like the skin is folding a little bit. You can use a deeper color too if you want it to show up a little more, which I do. It's really like creating like a little flick almost. Kind of like that, right? Like that. Now we're gonna jump into our pen liner. And on those marks, we can bump them up a little bit. Give them a bit of extra depth. Yeah, it's almost like doing like crow's feet. And you want to trace on the inside of this that you've done here. This is just going to create a vanishing point for all of our shading that we've already done. And then you're going to want to go along the edges of all of your red here, like that. Now taking the same eyeliner, we're gonna do similar to like how we did in my Chucky Chapel Roan mashup video that I posted. We're gonna create like cartoon staples. So we'll start here on the chin, make a little rectangle. I realize these are so much wider than real staples, but I think for the effect it looks cool if they were like a big like upholstery staple kind of thing. Another one there. So now you can see that the staple's there. See how this is giving the effect that the skin is like being pulled? I'm so smart sometimes. There's staple there, there, and there. All right. Now we're gonna go into our trusty white, and we're basically gonna do similar things, but with the white to give it nice highlight. So we're gonna finish off our staples by doing a little white highlight along the edges on the inside of the box, which gives it that kind of silver staple-y effect. Go. And then also with this, we can add little highlights to our skin pulley areas. Also, while you're here, you can go along the edge and clean it up a little bit with a little line of white. That'll help make it look extra three-dimensional. Go along the under eye here too, that kind of a vibe. And that's pretty much the illusion for the stapled on face. Now, I want to bring this to kind of like a weird, creepy, fucked up vaudeville kind of moment. So what I'm gonna do is go back into the blue eyeshadow that I used for my eyes and the brush and do like a little blue around the outer corners, like that. And then I want to add on some little eyelashes coming off of the bottom of this, like it's actually the bottom of the eyelid that's just been stretched out. I also want to take a little bit of this cream blush. This is like it's kind of like a reddy coral pink, and it's a creamy blush. I want to just do it right on the apples of my cheeks to give it that more like trying to put makeup on a dead person and then putting their face on. You know the vibe. I'm also gonna jump into some Shivering White powder, which is a powder foundation, and just kind of really whiten up the middle of my face. Kind of like a Rocky Horror-ish vibe, because this is a dead skin face, so it will probably not have as much color as this, and it'll dull down some of my pretty blush. It's more just right here. I'm also gonna take red eyeshadow color, just right on the apples. Who's a pretty girl? All right, and now to finish it off, we're gonna take some of this neon pink, I think it's Stacy liquid lipstick. Just make the lip nice and pink, but then I also wanna take some of the red too. Do a bit of like an umber moment. And then I think we'll also add a little blood around the nostril, just for fun, some coming out of the mouth too. It's like, you're bound to have some blood somewhere. And just to give it the old drag trick, we're gonna put a bit of white right in the center. Do one of those just to make it extra. All right, and then we're going to set our face. Use my favorite, the face glue from NYX Cosmetics. All right, now I'm gonna put on lashes, contacts, and a little look to go with this, and I'll be right back. All right, and here is our finished look. Our beautiful stapled on face, girl on the go. I dressed it up with a little bit of jewelry and this gorgeous little dress. Yes, just got it back from the dry cleaners. I added a little bit more stitching on my chest just because it seemed kind of bare. But yeah, so this is a quick, easy day to night makeup for Halloween. Let me know if you enjoyed this video down in the comments. Make sure to give it a like so I know that you liked it. And I think this is the end of our Halloween tutorials this year. So thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already watched my other ones, go check them out. And I hope you all have a fabulous, spooky, haunting, sexy Halloween. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Your soul.
Hold on the line for poison control.
Poison. Don't think too much, just sip some poison.